Alright guys, we are back for another preparing for Dokkan Battlefield. Now today, usually I try and have some sort of like unifying theme with a lot of the units that I'll do in any given video for this series here. Today, it's not, there's not really a theme. Okay, let's just get into the units that we're gonna do. We're gonna start, of course, with this baby right here. These are all units that will still be very useful on respective teams, even to this day. So again, we're going to start with the baby, which of course you could farm from the Baby Saga event. And you can get the medals from either the Baby Saga event, or you can also get the Awakening medals from the Baby Saga Finale event, which is where, you know, you fight the Great Baby, and that's when Super Saiyan 4 Goku shows up and all of that. So let's go ahead and Dokkan Awaken this guy now, and I still also have enough medals for Baby Goten, who I have not yet awakened, but I will at some point soon, maybe in the next Preparing for Dokkan Battlefield series. All of these Baby Saga Dragon Ball GT Fumble units are actually incredibly good and very, very useful. In particular, this Super Baby one right here will be very, very good for two things. So let me go over it real quick. Let's go down here. It is also a free farmable Transcendent UR, which is pretty rare. So this is Corroding Menace Super Baby 1. His leader skill is all types, HP, attack, and defense 30%. Now, this leader skill in particular, I actually am going to use for the time attack to get a Nimbus medal. I'm actually going to use this guy as my leader. I believe it is a Nimbus time attack where you need to use the whole team with the Link skill Metamorphosis, and the friend that you bring does not need to have the Link. So my idea was I would bring this guy as my leader, and I would bring a Rose Goku Black friend, which would probably enable me to do that time attack. So that is one thing this guy will be very valuable in. His super attack is the Final Flash, which does supreme damage, which again is fine for a free farmable unit that you can get to SA10. His passive skill is a new Dominator, attack and defense 5,000 at start of the turn. So obviously that is much superior from what the super, was it super? Yeah, it was just, or baby, it was Baby Vegeta. It's superior to what Baby Vegeta's passive was, where he had to be in the first slot, whereas Super Baby 1, it's just at start of turn for free right there. Now his links, GT, Shattering the Limit, Nightmare, Metamorphosis, Thirst for Conquest, Hatred of Saiyans, and Coward. So, you know, his links are whatever. That's not the big purpose of him. His 12 key multiplier is 130%. Fine, I guess, for a farmable unit. But this guy will be incredibly viable for the LR Frieza grind. Matter of fact, I will be using this guy on my teams when I'm going to be grinding LR Frieza probably pretty soon. I'm going to start that up on JP. I already did it on Global, but obviously JP is my main, you know, JP is the version that's ahead where all the new good shit comes out. So I want to get LR Frieza on my JP account as well. I'm going to use a variety of teams, just kind of, I'll stream, because LR Frieza is out, I believe it is Friday for us. So I would do like Friday streams, and I could use a variety of farmable teams, like the Super Saiyan 3 Broly team, you know, different things, for example. But regardless, this guy's pretty good. You know, considering he's free, there's a lot of value he brings you. Again, I'll, you know, always say it, like, if you could farm up a unit, do it. Okay, so that takes care of Super Baby 1. The next unit we're going to go ahead and take a look at is, of course, this beast right here. Another one of the old God leads. I'll go ahead and Dokkan Awaken him now. Now, this guy is still really good. Like, he hits incredibly hard. Obviously, here on JP, I've only got him at Super Attack 1, which does hurt, so he's not going to be able to hit as hard as he could. I also do not have Super Saiyan 3 Angel Tech Goku. If I did, I would definitely run this Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks because he is a optimal unit on that team. Very powerful. I probably will get him to SA10 at some point in the future. We'll see, though. Regardless, this is Grim Reaper of Death's Rampage, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. we know what his leader skill is. Tech type P +3 and HP attack and defense 70%. And then, of course, he's got all the crazy gimmicks with his super attacks. He does have the Super Ghost Kamikaze attack at his 9 and 10 key, which does immense damage to enemy. That is a beam type super. His 11 key attack is the Charging Ultra Boo Boo Volleyball attack, which massively raises attack for 1 turn and causes immense damage to enemy. Massively raises attack equates to a 100% attack bonus. So that's why this guy, you get his 11 key super and he hits just absolutely insanely hard. And then his 12 key super, which again is the Super Ghost Kamikaze attack and is a beam super, only does extreme damage this time, and it does greatly lower defense. And then his passive is Furious Fighting Spirit, which is attack 120% when performing a super attack, which is very, very good. His links are Super Saiyan, Fuse Fighter, Over in a Flash, Limit Breaking Form, The Innocence, and Fierce Battle. So he also has very good links, I would say. A lot of those will, really benefit you greatly. Overall, still a good unit even to this day on JP. And then, of course, there also is 2 categories that he's a part of. Of course, he is part of the Fusion category, but if you have the physical Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks like I do, obviously the Tech Gotenks is no longer, a necessity there. And then, of course, he does also have the Mixed Blood Saiyan category. But again, if you've got physical Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, he does replace this Tech Gotenks. Regardless, though, still a useful unit in a couple of situations. I'm sure there are a bunch of places I will be using that guy. Okay, so now let us go on to the next unit. This unit is actually really, really good. So what we have here, this is actually a Super Saiyan Bardock who Dokkan awakens into a Super Saiyan 2 Bardock with medals from the Mass Saiyan Dokkan event. So this is the only Super Saiyan 2 Bardock in the game, actually. And this guy is a hell of a unit, too. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over this bad man then. Where is he down here? All right, here we go. Super Saiyan 2 Bardock. So this is possibility of a super evolution. Super Saiyan 2 Bardock. His leader skill is all types key +2 and HP attack and defense 30%. So that's a really good leader skill, actually. That's not bad. Wow, okay. Okay, Bardock. I see you, Bardock. His super attack is Final Spirit Cannon. Causes supreme damage to enemy and raises attack for 6 turns. So this guy will probably be a floater for you, and he will be able to stack that, so that's cool. His passive is attack 30% for all allies when HP is 30% or above. That is called Bubbling Courage, his passive. Very good. Obviously, getting that 30% for all allies above 30% health will be incredibly easy, especially now that the STR Ultimate Gohan will be on that team. Like, oh yeah, that threshold will be easy to maintain, and attack 30% is a huge buff. And then, of course, his links are Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Team Bardock, Saiyan Pride, Family Ties, Prepare for Battle, and Fierce Battle. Now, obviously, he does have Fierce Battle, which is, one of the big things. He does have Prepare for Battle, a good link. I do wish he had Shocking Speed, because especially if Ultimate Gohan is going to be on that team now, you're going to want units with Shocking Speed as well. Super Saiyan 4 Goku has Shocking Speed, Ultimate Gohan has Shocking Speed, and if you could help it, you'd want other units with Shocking Speed, but, it is still pretty useful. This Bardock is very good. I will be using him on my STR team. I'll probably be doing a video on how Gohan looks on an STR team very soon, actually. Alright, and we have one final unit who we will go ahead and Dokkan Awaken. Again, this is another pretty solid unit who I will be testing out on his respective team. We have Hellfighter 17. Now, again, I did explain this before when I did the Super 17 boss battle. This guy is actually coming out to Global tonight, actually. Interesting. This Android 17 is Hellfighter 17. A lot of people get confused and think that the trench coat Android 17 is Hellfighter 17, but no, the Trenchcoat one is 17, who is in Dragon Ball Z and is also in Dragon Ball Super. And then just the one in the normal outfit, that is Hellfighter 17, the one who was built in Hell. Okay, so this is Warrior built in Hell, Hellfighter 17. His leader skill is Intelligence and Physical types Ki +3, and HP and Attack and Defense 30%, so not bad. Super attack is Hellbreaker, which does supreme damage to enemy and rare chance to stun. So, of course, stunning and sealing are useful. I mean, again, I've talked about it now that JP, a lot of the newer bosses, once you get to that final stage, they're immune to being stunned or being sealed. Ultimate Gohan was not, but Super Saiyan 3 Broly, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and Omega Shenron were. So, you know, at the very least, that'll help you in the phases leading up to that last phase. So it's not completely worthless, even though some of the bigger bosses are immune to it. It can definitely still be advantageous for you to have. His passive is Target Confirmed, which is Ki +2 and Attack 90% when facing one enemy. Now, the Ki +2 actually helps him out a lot, considering the key issues of Extreme Intelligence. That does help him. In the future, there for sure will be an Android category leader, and I imagine this guy will be pretty solid. To be honest, I, like, really want, like, a Boo category leader and, like, an Android category leader. I think those would be really fun. Like, if they just... What they need to do, they need to make the leaders for those just absolutely insane fucking busted. Like, they need to make, like... Okay, an Android category leader be like, I don't know, a new Android 16, right? And he's just absolutely insane broken. So that people pull on him, and then we could try out different teams, rather than just every single day, just a team full of Saiyans. I wouldn't mind that at all. And then his links, Infinite Energy, Android Assault, Brutal Beatdown, Shocking Speed, GT, Nightmare, and Fierce Battle. So again, like... This is why so many people are not a fan of Ink Kid Buu, and they think he sucks, and Extreme Intelligence is not that good. It's just like the team is so weird with Ki and links and all of that. This guy, his 12 key multiplier is 135%, which is not ideal. I would have preferred that be 140% because this is a newer unit. Regardless, though, he still could have some uses. I probably will test him out at least once or twice on an Extreme Intelligence team. I do want to do a variety of showcases for different god leads and try and use these units. So in the future, I definitely will do that. I mean, at the very least, you gotta say this man does have very, very fucking clean art. Love the art. Like a lot of these new units. But alright, guys, that will do it for this Preparing for Dokkan Battlefield. I love y'all. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later.